We got to be really careful because these hollow core doors, that core, it's not, it doesn't go into the door very far.
Yeah, you can see it's
you got 3/4 of an inch or so.
A little bit darker.
And you guys will do this. I'm only going to start it, but remember, I mean, that's how much we have to cut into, and we don't want to cut to here and have a little core, like a little plug flake out on us or something. We want to keep it. If somebody else wants to do this, oh, and that's good. The only thing you'll want to do is you'll want to really round this edge.
Yeah.
Remember, whatever we do to this top, let's do to the bottom too. It's real easy to leave a super sharp edge or something rough down there.
From the sawzall.
Yeah, that ain't bouncing and wrecking it. Here you are.
No worries.
I don't know where that's all. That's all pretty good there. But I think down here you got more.
We got a little shadow right there.
Yeah. Really break over that edge well. Make sure it's 100% all sealed. The big thing, we want it to soak into anything that's, you know, that porous MDF.
That's what you're trying to do, get it all absorbed.
No, you're doing perfect. What you did was really good. Whoop, see little things like this? We don't want to bond that to our piece of wood. Yeah, but I'll still always roll that edge first, just really to work it in as much as we can, you know.
You're just going to push everything right off then?
Yep. No, this should, and it's hot too. It's like that, super hot. It's been cooled down now. So I know this is just gonna bond like super thick to that edge. It's not gonna flow off like water if we poured this really cool.
Give you that nice thick edge.
Yeah, especially that we did the chiseled edge. I think this will just leave it a whole lot nicer. Yeah, big time. This will be, we'll sand this again tomorrow on the edges right here, and this will be a really clean piece. Yes, look at that edge. Now that's really soaking in right now too from warming up. Look at that. That's gonna be nice. No, I was only thinking if we needed to. I think that's gonna be very sealed. Even if it looks a little pale, we just care that it's wet and sealed.
When would you torch the edges?
I never would torch edges. I'm only trying to get edges out of a really thick product. We're sealing our edges, so it's nothing bad with doing it right now, but if you were to torch your edges on a main pour, it'd thin the product, it'd flow a whole bunch. You should have just torched the top and let it flow over. I always try to not torch edges, but look at, you guys did a really, this actually is a pretty good edge for a, that'll turn out looking really good. follow you, Jose. There you are. Yeah. And you know, they'll keep dripping. We'll have to sand some tomorrow, but yeah, I usually, a lot of times if I'm building them, I'll never sand drips. I'll baby every single coating until all my drips are off. You do that a lot, right? Because it's just such a pain to sand or route them off. Even, I had a really nice little flush cut router with an offset head for a while, and I'd flush cut route stuff, but you're always still running into possibly chipping it, and it's still just a pain. We live in New York?
Yeah.
This is. Thank you, Jose, for doing that over there.
Let's go to this side. So you're just going one direction with this?
Yes, sir. And then I'm going to start adding all our other accents in here.
And what are these colors?
Copper, bronze, gold.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we are, if you notice, I mean, I poured it hot, but not too hot. This is all out by about 95, 97. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell how much thicker it is to work with, but it definitely is a thicker product right now. Yeah, but I love that because this is gonna leave us in one shot because we don't have a lot of time tomorrow to fix anything. Should leave us really nice edges. So before I push any of this excess over, I'm gonna just try to take what I have, break any little surface tension areas so that that final sheet can be really not disturbed, if that makes sense. I don't wanna have to keep going over anything. And I'll start out here. I'm just looking for any heavy areas that are excessive out here. And I'm gonna work right back to my edge, try to keep that super even like a windrow behind your tractor there. Just.
Oh, is this more than a gallon?
This altogether is a little more than a gallon. And now I don't want to roll very heavy. I'm just kind of breaking that to where it's all like one layer. So try to break any of those air bubbles out of there. This is pretty contrasting, so we'll see if I don't screw this up. You know, I think everybody here likes red stuff anyway, so I can't imagine. And I did those last for a couple reasons. I knew that they're liquid, so they're gonna exotherm a little slower, so I'd have longer to work with these liquid accents. And I know these can be really contrasting, so you can put down a little bit of this and be way too much. Like, I'm seeing Christmas a little more than I wanted to right now, but let's add another Christmas color.
You said it sits higher than the metallic, right?
What's that?
It sits higher than the metallic.
Yeah, it's really gonna block color real easily if we're not careful. Now my weird tool I had.
In your pocket, back pocket.
Why are you looking at that? How'd you know what was in my pocket? Say, what's that? Yeah, we can finally at the end if we need to.
Did you buy that like that, or did you cut that yourself?
I just used my little medical shears to cut it.
Adds a lot of bubbles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that one yet.
It'll take a minute. We might have had some contrasting colors here but we'll see what we get. Yeah, we have a lot of spray to do too still, so that's gonna make it a lot different, I think.
If you sand this after the fact, does that kind of help?
The sanding is what really brings the color forward. So just, this is one that to see the look properly, we have to sand it.
Okay.
And remember, the more I stripe this, the more colors you're gonna have in there that you cut through that look like grains the next day. That's why I'm like trying to really work this. I'm trying to create as many like little graining, you know, lines in there as possible for tomorrow. This really will look pretty weird until you sand it and try to cut through all those colors, and it leaves like the bisection of the wood grain more. And right now I'm just trying to make sure that when you do sand it, you get a lot of little stripes of different colors in there.
Sanding to what grit?
This, I'll probably just run this up to 1,000 and leave it deglossed. You could polish this with up to 5,000 if you wanted to. We're just wanting to do a couple more satin pieces for the home show, so.
So any notch trowel work?
Well, make sure the notch is tall enough to not like just push the product, because I'm really not trying to, you'd probably want to do a little taller because you're not really trying to apply product at all. You're trying to just create lines in it. So whatever it takes to know that you're really not pushing product. As long as you're not pushing your product off. And sometimes this is such a thick viscosity product, if you don't have a pretty tall notch, it can give you problems. That's it, I think. We'll see what we do there, how it looks torched. No, not unless we needed to at the end. I'd more careful about wanting to torch it. Sanding is really what will make this look just really clean, like a wood grain sample.
Looks like that rainbow rubber wood.
What is it?
I think it's called rubber wood. It's kind of a rainbow type.
Okay. Oh, yes, we've actually tried to do it. I never got it to look like that, but I think we actually have a video of trying to do that.
Like the wood in Hawaii?
Yeah, wasn't that the Living Aloha was trying to get us to do that or something? And I'm going with my wood grain because you can leave torch marks from, you know, how you torch with air bubbles. So I try to go with the length of my pattern, my final pass on everything. Ronnie, what's your page name? Hey, he has an actual, he's doing a really good job at repping their business. We gotta see if we can get you followers. Let them know your page name here at PC, whatever because I saw the last pour. Was that just under your name? Who do they follow if they want to watch you pour epoxy? Who are they gonna follow? Ron what? Ron Wellman on TikTok.com. And just look, he's wearing prison orange and all his... No, I'm just kidding. He's been doing some awesome stuff, though. So you guys got to watch the crew. So